Hi there, this is James from Shipway Guitar and TotalGuitarLab.com, and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you 5 of the most common picking mistakes that guitar players make. I'll show you what they are, how to spot them, how to avoid them, and how to fix them up so they don't hold you back. Make sure to watch all of this lesson because the mistakes I talk about at the end are some of the most common, and also at the end of this video I'm going to show you 3 simple but powerful picking exercises which you can use to start improving your picking right away. So grab your guitar and let's get started. If you've got too much pick sticking out the side of your picking hand, then it's going to make getting good picking much more difficult. It's way harder to control, much less accurate, and the pick is going to get snagged on strings you don't want to hit much more often. So how much pick should you use? Well, I think you just want the very tip of the pick sticking out the side of your thumb. Anything like this is a little bit too much and it's going to really get in the way. So just the very tip of the pick, and that's going to set you up for success with your picking. If you hold your picking hand a long way away from the strings when you're trying to pick, then you're making things very difficult for yourself because you've got to bring it all the way back before you can strike the string with the pick. Clearly this is going to make things trickier than they need to be. You want to keep your picking hand as close to the strings as you possibly can. If it's out here, it's too far away. Bring it in, and once you get used to this, you're going to find it's really going to help with your picking. Because your picking hand is so close to the strings, it's also way easier to use techniques like palm muting to change the sound of the notes, and to mute unused strings with the fleshy part of your hand here to keep them quiet. If your hand's out here, then string noise is probably going to be a problem because you won't be able to mute. We've arrived at the point in the lesson where I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lessons, licks, tips and techniques to help you become the guitar player that you want to be. Hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out, and we'll get on with the rest of this lesson. Your picking hand needs to be as soft and relaxed as possible. If it feels like hard work, then you've probably got too much tension in your hand, your arm or your wrist. This leads to jerky sounding, inaccurate picking, and in extreme cases it can even lead to injuries. When I pick, my picking hand is very soft and very relaxed. There's no tension there at all. Now it's easier to say this than it is to do, but try and keep your picking arm, your wrist and your hand as relaxed as you can. Pick from the wrist with small relaxed movements of the pick like this. And if you feel any tension, try and let it go. Relaxation is super important here. To get really good at picking, you need to train yourself to use super small movements of the pick. Any extra movement slows you down and makes it harder to hit the strings accurately and evenly. Lots of people gouge the pick into the string and bring it out here, and you can see why that's going to be a problem because to pick the next note, you've got to put it all the way back in there. We also don't want to start out here and give a big swing to hit the string. Nor do you want to pick the string and then let our picking hand fly outwards from the guitar afterwards. All these are just going to cause all sorts of problems. If you're doing these, then try and correct them. Start near or even on the string you want to pick and just firmly push through it so the pick just cuts through the string. It's just a little flick of the pick and keeping the movement as small as you can. You don't need to become super obsessive about this, but do watch your picking motion and try and get rid of any extra and unneeded movement. Aim for small, even pick strokes all the time. Sometimes when we pick, we'll use all down picks or all up picks for effect and to create emphasis on the note. But anything where you're playing a series of notes one after the other normally wants to be played using some kind of alternate picking. This is when we use a combination of down and up picks. Now there are different ways to pick using this, such as economy picking and speed picking, and I'm not going to go into those in too much detail here. Let's just say you definitely want to be using some combination of down and up picks. If you're only using down picks or only using up picks most of the time, then your picking is going to be severely hampered. There are hundreds of possible picking exercises I could show you, but a simple way to get used to alternate picking is just to practice picking up and down on a single string like this. This isn't the most exciting picking exercise ever invented, but it's good to get started because it's only focusing on the picking hand. The fretting hand isn't doing anything. It can also be moved across all the strings to build flexibility with the technique. As always, try and get rid of any extra movement, keep your pick close to the string, and make sure that your down and up picks are even in terms of volume. So there are 5 common picking mistakes, how to avoid them and how to correct them. Now don't go away because I promised you some picking exercises to practice. I've kept them super short so you can learn them easily and start practicing them straight away. Let's check them out now. For more strategies and tips to improve your guitar playing faster than ever before, join my free online community. You'll get access to exclusive courses like Improvisation Bootcamp and Chop Builder, plus my members only sessions. I'd love to welcome you into the free members area and show you what's inside there, so if you want to jump in, you can do so by clicking the link underneath this video and signing up on the next page. So I hope these tips and exercises help you out and help you overcome any annoying picking problems which you've been struggling with. Try and practice your picking a little each day, even if it's only for 5 minutes. It's still going to add up and it's going to pay off in the form of more accurate, rhythmic and punchy picking and licks and solos. But that's all from me today, so thanks a lot for watching. Good luck with your picking and I'll catch you next time.